Right, with us we have Ndeulipula Hamutumwa of the Namibia Sport Commission. Now, Ndweli, you've just announced the recommendations of the National Sports Plan. Can you give us some idea what that's about, please?
You know, in April this year, we had a national sport conference. And then in the national sport conference, we had 10 topics that we discussed in forum, which subsequently brought a lot of recommendations that Sport Namibia wants to see for sport to move to the next level. As you remember, our theme was creating a winning nation. And this recommendation now unveiled a lot of opportunities that sport needs to look at to develop sport into a big industry. So what we have revealed today was sharing the recommendation to the public, but at the same time also sharing the process, how we are going to cluster this recommendation into focus areas. So as a sport commission, we have identified key focus areas that we believe that if as a nation we focus on those 5 areas within the next 10 years, we'll be able to change the face of sport. One of the areas we're looking at is really trying to assess the importance of sport in the economy of the country. And another one is really looking at the issue of the structure of sport, to say the current structure that we have, is it adequate enough, is it relevant after 24 years, and how do we bring all the stakeholders together to form a new sport structure? And these are some of the things we're looking at, and also the issue of funding, talent development, and also collaboration within the sport fraternity. But one thing that is also clear that came out of the recommendation is the issue of prioritization. We have so many sport codes, we have so many leisure sport codes, but it's now time that as a country we say, how are we going to focus in the next 10 years on specific sport codes that will be able to deliver us into becoming a winning nation.
Right, talking about funding, how do you plan to get more funding for sports?
One of the issues that came in the recommendation was to really begin to brand sport within the ambit of our national space, looking at convincing our leadership of the importance of sport, and also creating a brand for sport within our government structure. So really having a comprehensive dialogue with government that we need more funding in sport within the plan that we're going to have. And also another one that came out strongly is the issue of bringing the private sector closer to sport, but also bringing value to their investment. And how we're going to do that is the recommendation that came out was that we need to begin to prioritize specific sport codes, that we align them to specific companies that will then just fund those specific sport codes. Because now we have so many sport codes, it's very difficult to sell sport if they are not clusters to say, this is what we want to do in terms of funding. And last one is also bringing specific levies through the government structures on alcohol, tobacco, and also sport levies. And those are some of the recommendations that came out. So we want to really expand on that so that we can really see how can we sustain sport with the various levies that we can introduce within the Ministry of Finance and so forth.